As I said the other day, I've been in something of a hobby slump. Anybody that knows me knows that I absolutely love and adore Warhammer. Something that I have all my life, and I've taken a little bit of a dip recently while work has taken significant priority, rightly so. But also there's been more parenting to do now that the little one's getting a little bit more adventurous, shall we say, a little bit more of a personality. So that's fed into it as well, but that's not what I want to talk about. What I want to talk about is specifically the hobby side of things and how balancing that out. I mean, it's something that I've talked about on my other channel, and in fact this week's video is going to be talking about this very subject in a little bit more depth. But I've got things that I have to be doing, as well as the things that I would want to be doing as well. And not doing each of those things has a significant impact on not just somebody's happiness, but their ability to do or concentrate. Like with a lot of things in life, if you don't get the things that you need, you know, it's an issue, isn't it? And I've not been able to concentrate, I think, on my hobby because there's been so much other stuff that I've had to make a priority. Like, I know nothing about plumbing at all. I've always got my dad to do stuff like that. I've always got my dad to do it. My dad has always just done it, and I've allowed my dad to do it, so I've never really upskilled myself in doing those things. So it's not a massive job that I've got to do. I've got to change a washer on the tap, but I've got to turn the water off to do that, remove the tap, find all of the things, remove the drain, put the seal in, make sure it's not leaking. Then once again have an equilibrium state of having a happy wife. If I've got a happy wife, that means I can then just go and do my own thing for a bit, because we don't have any shared hobbies or interests, and that's fine. Whereas if I'm not doing that now, I feel guilty. I finish work. If I'm working from home, I go downstairs, I try and put some childcare in until he goes to bed, and then I'm dead because I've literally spent all day working, which is fine. I'm not complaining about that, but you know, getting some hobby in is good, and having that hobby to balance everything out is something that's really helped me over the past couple of years, where I've been a little bit up and down with the mental health situation. And the absolute last thing I want to do is I just flat refuse to go on antidepressants again. It's just I'm not going to do it. It's like 100%. You can recommend it all you want. I'm not going on them. Conversation over. Just move on. I also don't think that I'm unreasonable. I think that a lot of people have their own thoughts and opinions, and that's fine. So do I. However, don't have a rag if I don't agree with you. And also, equally, just don't pip in with any unwanted help, suggestions when I'm saying things, or you know, you might say or feel things about me. I don't care. That's, you feel those things. I'm all good. I have issues with a lot of common perceptions. It's not a problem. I'm fine with it. Sometimes those are vocalised in a way that comes across as quite confrontational, I suppose. One of the things that helps me out is the distraction of my hobby, Warhammer. Because that world is so vast and diverse that I can lose myself in it, and I can talk for hours and at length with people of a similar interest about fictitious history events in the far future, or seemingly now in this high fantasy realm of Age of Sigmar. I don't care, either or talk about mini painting or making videos about my hobby and talk about it. That's also, but I'm not doing any of that at the moment. I have no time. I know it's hard. It's a first world problem, isn't it? And there's nobody really to talk about it to other than you guys. So that's what I'm doing. This is my therapy, rather than paying for a therapist that I can't afford and don't particularly want to talk to, because I've done that before. It wasn't helpful for me. All of those techniques, fine, good, yeah, not for me, not my bag. It helps. It helped vocalise the fact that we all have issues. I have issues. I'm good with that. Fine, I accept it. I think other people should just accept the fact that people have their own opinions, thoughts and feelings, and we should all just be happy and move on. That would be great. Unfortunately, that's not the case, is it? We live in a society where everything becomes a problem about something, and it's just, there's no need. So yeah, that's where I am today. So what I'm doing now is, I've not had the best morning so far. It started off really, really well. I woke up at like 4:30. I was good, wasn't tired, laid in bed for a while, read some news. Great. The little one got up with him, had a nice breakfast and all of that stuff, and then it turned into the spawn of Satan. Not great. So anyway, as I said in some videos earlier this week, I've taken myself off to my friend a local game store. I'm going to pick up a model that I got a while back that's now arrived, and I'm probably not going to get around to doing it today because I now have to find some other bits and pieces for something else, and think about this plumbing situation. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go and talk to some strangers about my hobby for a while, disconnect from work or child and wife and all of that other life stuff, all of the family stuff, and just interact with some people as waiting for a bit. So there we go. That was a long rambling way of just getting today's vlog done, innit? So we'll see. I'll probably show you what I got tomorrow maybe, or in fact just check out the video on my other channel on Monday, perhaps on Monday, depends. Yeah, no, it's definitely going to be on Monday. It has to be on Monday. It has to be on Monday, yes, because I don't have one for this Monday. So I'll see you then. I'll catch you in a bit. Have a good one. Don't murder anybody, because I'm likely to do that myself, and my shed ain't that big and I could go through an entire wodge of people like the Grim Reaper right now. Okay, I will see you tomorrow.